Hey there, my little shadows, it's me again, your master, the Shadow Raider, here today to provide you all with something I haven't done in God knows how long. Creepypasta commentary. Yes, Creepypasta commentary. A little something that I did to replace the Creepypasta fail series God knows how many years ago. And I think it's about time I actually resurrect this old, dusty, whatever the fuck I even want to call it at this point, and actually try and do this again. Now, one thing I will state for anybody who's new to these or who haven't been around, these are completely unscripted videos that I sit there and I make, primarily going out of my way and picking apart and tearing apart god-awful creepypasta stories that really honestly need it. And today's creepypasta, well, we got a little something something. We have an iCarly lost episode. Yes, iCarly. Anybody remember that show? I sure as hell do. It was a show I sat there and I used to watch way back when I was a young little kid. Pretty awesome show, I'm gonna say. I would go out of my way and say it quite literally goes all the way up there to Drake and Josh. We don't talk about Victorious or Sam and Cat or any of those things though, because those shows couldn't go eat shit. Anyway, now, enough with the introduction and everything, let's actually get into this. iCarly lost episode, CarlySamFreddy.avi. A little something I want to mention first and foremost is the fact that I know I lose my mind with lowercase i's, but the person who made the actual title didn't even bother to lowercase the I in iCarly. So, yeah. Point number one for this. Oh my god, this is gonna be something. All right, let's finally get into this. iCarly is a program that aired back in 2007. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Of course it fucking did. Seriously, iCarly is like my favorite TV show ever. Period. Oh god, is it gonna be one of those pastas where it's just gonna sit there and have a period after every, like, not even after every, oh god, this is gonna be fun. Oh boy, alright, let's do this. Every time an episode airs, I would watch it and wouldn't want to miss a single bit of it. Yeah, okay, okay. Well, let me tell you guys a story about an iCarly episode that never aired and that I stumbled upon. Okay then. You could have easily rewritten that to, let me tell you guys a little story about an iCarly episode that hadn't aired, that I stumbled across that actually never aired. That right there is a little bit of a easier way of doing so rather than just having it be, well, comma, let me tell you guys about a story about an iCarly episode that never aired. Comma, and that I stumbled upon. That's just some pretty bad sentence structuring right there, people. Let me just say that. Also, the very beginning of this pasta, how many sentences is this? I can't even say how many full-fledged sentences this is because it's so butchered. I've never, well, I'm wrong. I've seen plenty of butchered up sentences and everything, but just listen to this. iCarly is a program that aired back in 2007, period. Seriously, iCarly is my favorite TV show ever, period. Every time an episode airs, I would watch it and I wouldn't want to miss a single bit of it, period. Here's a better way of actively, a little writing, criticism for anybody out there. There are better ways to sit there and start up an entire story, and this is how you do it. iCarly is a program that aired way back in the early, you know what? Shit, I can't even come up with much of anything. Alright, we're already off on a really bad start, typical for these kind of videos, so let's actually get into the story, which seems to be a little bit better written. I'll save that. I don't expect this to really be good, but whatever. I was sitting on the couch watching television. Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I spoke too fucking soon. God damn it. Ugh. I I was sitting on the couch watching television, period. I couldn't find anything good to watch, so I went over to my computer, period. I was about to go on the internet, period, until a video got uploaded onto my computer. Okay, first and foremost, how exactly did a video get uploaded to your computer without you even remotely clicking on anything or doing anything, unless you happen to have a virus or something, which, okay, already problem number 666 here. No explanation as to how the video managed to get on the person's computer. This is something that just doesn't randomly happen, although I guess in the land of lost episode Creepypasta world that it does, I guess. I guess just having them just existing in and of its own self and getting on your computer is enough to download any random video file, I guess. It was called CarlySamFreddy.avi. And it took me a few seconds to realize it was a video. Well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. Of course it's a goddamn video. Are you new to the goddamn internet or something? Of course it's a fucking video. It's a .avi file. Of course it's gonna be a fucking... How does it take you a few seconds to realize it was a fucking video? Anybody who sits there and who would immediately see that format of .avi would know that it is a fucking video. Jesus. Protagonist, why are you so fucking stupid? It shouldn't take you more than a few seconds unless you're a fucking toddler or some shit. Or you're, someone really fucking old who doesn't know anything about, computers or some shit. Anyway, I didn't have time to watch it because it was 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock a.m., 4 p.m., you want to specify? And I promised my mom I would help her with something at that time. Okay, doesn't explain much, doesn't add much, moving on. 3 minutes later, I completely forgot about the video. God, what do you have, ADHD or something? That's fucked up, I'm sorry, people. I completely forgot about the video. I spent 8 hours doing boring stuff. What boring stuff are we talking about here? Chores, homework chores, chores work, homework, what? What kind of boring stuff are you, okay, whatever. When there was a video waiting to be watched by me. It had become 12 o'clock. 12 a.m., 12 p.m., I don't fucking know. I didn't add any of this shit. Which means that it was getting late. Seriously, your mom wanted you to sit there and do something at 4 o'clock. What the fuck were you doing that took... I really kind of wish that there was a little bit more description as to what boring stuff this person was doing. Because there's like that my brain hurts. Fuck me. Okay. It had become 12 o'clock. Okay, I already read that. And it was getting late. I was about to hop into bed when I suddenly remembered the video. Okay. I ran over to the computer and clicked on the video, but it didn't play. How many cliches are we gonna sit there and find in this pasta? But okay. I clicked on it 5 more times and it still wouldn't budge. I clicked on it 1 more time and it finally started to play. Yes, because apparently it takes 5 times to sit there and click on a goddamn video. Maybe you were sitting there and clicking it a little bit too much, like, I don't know, like this. Oh boy, it finally came on, yay! God, okay. When it began, some words that said iCarly Season 5 Episode 2.5, cliche, appeared on the screen. Apparently it was an iCarly episode. Well, no fucking shit! God! Apparently it was an iCarly episode. Okay, I'll give the benefit of a doubt. I will give a benefit of a doubt and say that maybe, just maybe, this person probably has never heard of the show. Wait, no, fuck that, no. You sit there and you say at the very start of your story that iCarly is your favorite TV show. You watch every single goddamn episode that sits there and shows. You don't miss a single one of these episodes, and you say apparently it was an well. Oh, okay then, okay. We're doing this, aren't we? We're doing this. Oh God, no. Apparently it was an iCarly episode. It probably takes place between season 5, episode 2, between season 5, episode 3, considering that 2.3 we made. Tell me something I don't already know. Jesus, it's like this person is attempting to sit there and talk to us like we're fucking 2-year-olds. Jesus! The words vanished into darkness. Suddenly, a little girl started to come out of the darkness. I was surprised to see that it was Carly. I noticed something didn't look right. This whole fucking creepypasta doesn't look right. You ever heard of a thing called Google Docs or something? It could easily help improve the story. There were strings attached to her arms and legs. Her legs weren't even touching the floor. The strings were carrying her as she ran. It was kind of creepy. It looked like she was a string puppet, but she looked like a real person. Suddenly, a high-pitched scream came out of the loudspeaker. It scared the life out of me. I fell to the floor, convulsing. Oh God, I'm dying. I am now dead. I am dead now. I'm such an asshole. I got up and saw something scary on the computer screen. It was a face of a puppet. What kind of puppet? What kind of puppet? What kind of puppet? Are we talking about Billy the puppet here? You know, the jigsaw puppet? Are we talking about Slappy the puppet? Are we talking about him? Are we talking about Jeffy the puppet? Because if that's the case, then yeah, I could definitely see you sitting there freaking shitting yourself seeing that fucking face on your goddamn computer screen. Holy shit. I mean, hell, every time I look at that little fucker, I want to sit there and I'm like... It started talking. Its voice was very deep and distorted. Its eyes were very... Oh no. Oh no, no, you had to add that in. You had to add that in. Its eyes were very hyper-realistic. Oh, God. Hyper-realistic. It's supposed to be a face of a puppet. You didn't mention that it was a cartoon puppet. You didn't mention that maybe it could have been, I don't know, something... There's no specification. I don't know what to think about this. God, why? Don't ever include hyper-realistic unless it's actively discussing about the actual art style. Yes, hyper-realism is an art style, specifically. Do not ever mention hyper-realistic in any kind of way, shape, or form in your creepypasta unless it actively specifies it that it was... unless it actually works. They looked like they were human eyeballs glued to my computer screen that were staring at me. Ooh. I couldn't understand what it was saying. I was very frightened. I called the cops. You called the fucking cops because of a goddamn video, you fucking wuss? Oh, why would you call the cops? Why would you fucking call the cops? I quickly ran into my room and, like you weren't already, dude, you literally were in your freaking room. You were in your room. How could you run into the room you were already in? God, this story makes no fucking sense. And lock the door. I could still hear the puppet's scary voice. The voice stopped when someone came into my house. I quickly bursted out of my room. It was the cops. I looked at my computer screen. It was cracked and broken. Just like this creepypasta. Just like the fact that I can't find a job right now. Fuck everything right now. The next day, I was trying to translate what that scary puppet face was saying. I finally finished You didn't specify that it was a fucking language, you goddamn idiot! You didn't specify anything. Was it Latin? Was it Greek? Was it Aramaic? Was it Pig Latin? Was it Pig Greek? Was it fucking Klingon? I don't know. What language were you trying to translate? It doesn't make any goddamn sense, you... Ah! Oh God, it's almost over. God, this hurts so much. Okay, I finally finished translating and it appeared to be speaking Russian. Oh, finally, it actually goes out of its way and it mentions it. It couldn't have mentioned it beforehand. Yes, it would have been cliche, but god damn it. Why fucking Russian? What is it with people's asphyxiation with the Russian language? Russian is not fucking scary. It was never scary. You want to sit there and you want to talk a fucking scary language? Listen to German or something like that. I don't fucking know. God, I'm probably gonna get canceled on Twitter for just saying that, but I don't fucking care. What is it with people's infatuation with the Russian language? Did people seriously watch Suicide Mouse AVI and just say, oh my god, Russian is like so #scary, let's like throw it in? Oh boy. In English, it appeared to be repeating this sentence. Let me just get my deep, sexy voice in. In 2 years, I'm like #going to get you. Ooh woo. And that was that. That was CarlySamFreddy.avi. My final thoughts, the story was the biggest pile of dog shit. I remember I saw this pasta so many years back, so I know I'm acting like kind of a dick, but this is an old ass story, people. This is a shitty old ass story, and it still retains its god awfulness to this very day. I'm just gonna flat out say this. And you know it's great that there's one comment right now on trollpasta.com that states, "What does this have to do with iCarly?" My words exactly. What does this have to do with iCarly? None of this has to do with anything regarding iCarly. I mean, the only thing I think, like, how is this an episode? How is this anything? What does any of this even have to do with the freaking series? Nothing. It has to do with nothing. The only thing I can potentially say is that, Carly was walking around, she had strings on her arms and legs, or whatever it may seem to be. Okay, I guess that's somewhat creepy, but then we just have a puppet randomly popping up. Oh god, my brain hurts so much right now trying to process all of this, but this has nothing to do with iCarly. You could easily just take all the iCarly references out of here and it would still be the same story. There's nothing about this story that's good. The sentence structuring is shit. The grammar is meh. There's no story. There's no story to any of this. What does this have to do with anything? It's not scary. It's not interesting. It's not even funny. It's not like the Daniel Tiger's Lost episode Last Rites, where that was just all over the place, ridiculously funny as shit. Even though that might have been unintentional, but still. This isn't even funny. This is just bad. It's a bad story with a bad concept, throwing in a bunch of random creepy cliches, constant periods where there really shouldn't be periods. Like, seriously, listen to this. I was very frightened, period. I called the cops, period. I ran into my room and locked the door, period. I could hear the puppet's still scary voice, period. I don't care that this story is an old one. Proofreading is a huge thing. I know this was made probably God knows how long back, but I don't care. You could have easily gotten this thing fixed up and improved. You were probably a kid probably making this, but still. You can do 1,000,000 times better than this. Well, been a good long while since I've done one of these kind of videos, and I apologize in advance for not doing these. I'm gonna be real with all of you. It's been a really hard few months for me recently. I just wound up losing my job because of an asshole landlord that, screwed over the company. I've been trying to figure something out and everything. The current job that I have hasn't been particularly great, but I'm really trying to do what I can, so hopefully, and I do mean hopefully, I can at least try and be a little bit more frequent with these kind of videos for the time being until I can find something new. I do ask all of you to please wish me the best. It's been very difficult for me recently, but I hope you all at least got a little bit of a laugh here, and hey, you got to sit there and see ranting shadow and everything again. It's been a while since I've done one of these, But yeah, with that being stated, what did you guys think about this creepypasta? Did you guys like it? Did you guys not? I doubt you even remotely did, but still. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. This story was garbage. I think we all can agree with that. Thanks again for watching today's video, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed me sitting there and completely depleting every last one of my brain cells, because I'm probably going to be doing this a lot more often. And with that being said, thanks again. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video, and like always, roll the outro, because I'm out to go and drink as much alcohol as I possibly can.